The earth trembles as shadows scatter across the tall grass, the pounding of primitive feet thundering in unison. A band of Australopithecus moves swiftly through the golden light of dawn, each carrying sharpened stones and branches, hardened by fire. They are not chasing prey, they are fleeing. Behind them, the ground quivers, and from the cracks between the termite mounds emerge grotesque forms, venomous giant spiders, their spindly legs glinting like spears in the sun. These creatures evolved to rival predators of the plains, hunt with venom powerful enough to paralyze a primate within breaths. The question is not if early humans can run faster, but whether they can outthink them. What if humanity's struggle for survival had always been entangled with creatures that spun webs the size of trees? Would intelligence itself have been forged sharper against their fang? The chase halts abruptly as the group reaches a shallow riverbed, the water muddy and churning from the storm the night before. Mothers clutch infants against their chest, while males raise sticks and stones toward the trembling grass behind them. One elder scarred by old battles plunges into the river first, testing its depth. Waist high, possible to cross, but slow. The youngest hesitate. Spiders thrive in waterlogged soil. Yet, hesitation is death. One by one, they wade into the current, holding bundles of roots and sharpened rocks above their heads. Behind the grass shivers violently. A spider emerges, its body glistening black and swollen mandibles dripping venom. It lurches forward, spitting a thread that lashes around the ankle of a straggler. Panic erupts. The clan screams silently and gestures, hands raised, eyes wide, until 3 hunters hurl stones with desperate precision. The thread snaps, the youth is freed, and the group scrambles to the opposite bank. But the creature does not pursue. Instead, it retreats into the tall grass, its many eyes reflecting hunger, yet patience. The spiders do not need speed. They need time. They hunt like death itself, inevitable. Exhausted but alive, the group collapses beneath the canopy of acacia trees. The elder tears bark from a branch, spreading crushed leaves upon the youth's blistered ankle, smearing it with sap that numbs pain. Knowledge passes not with words, but through action. Every gesture witnessed by young eyes that will repeat the ritual when their time comes. This is survival not of the strongest, but of the most observant. Yet safety is fleeting. As the sun climbs higher, shimmering webs begin to reveal themselves, strung between the trees, like ghostly curtains. The clan is surrounded. They have wandered too deep into the spider's hunting ground. A decision must be made. Moving forward risks entanglement, but retreat risks ambush from the rear. One hunter, lean and sharp-eyed, raises a burning branch salvaged from the morning's campfire. Flame, the weapon no spider can endure. With a silent command, he waves it before the shimmering silk setting strands alight. The webs recoil in sparks and smoke a path opening through the forest. The tribe pushes forward, united, every heartbeat echoing with dread and awe. The fire path holds, but only for a moment. The flames consume the nearest webs, yet deeper within the forest. Countless more glisten like silver snares, waiting to claim flesh. The clan advances cautiously, every step a gamble between survival and death. Children cling to their mothers' shoulders, small fingers digging into coarse hair, their wide eyes darting to every shifting shadow. The elder walks at the front now, a hand smeared with ash pressed to his chest, as though invoking strength from ancestors unseen. His pace is steady, ritualistic, an unspoken reminder that survival is not chaos, but rhythm, a dance between danger and courage. Then the forest shifts. A sudden vibration runs through the ground, subtle at first, then stronger, until the earth itself seems alive. The hunters freeze, gripping stone tools tight. From above, a low hiss drips through the canopy, and then it appears a spider larger than any before, its body spanning the breadth of a tree trunk, its 8 legs flexing with a dreadful grace. Venom drips from curved fangs as it lowers itself from a massive web. The clan's unity falters, some stumble backward, others instinctively raise their arms in futile defense. This is no ordinary predator. This is the apex, the terror that keeps the savannah awake at night. The hunter with the flame brand rushes forward, swinging fire toward the beast, sparks scattering across the underbrush. The spider recoils but does not retreat. Instead, it lunges, mandibles snapping. In a blur of motion, one young male is struck, his side pierced by venomous fangs. He collapses instantly, twitching in the dirt. Despair spreads through the clan, but the elder roars silently, his gestures commanding focus. The tribe rallies, raining stones and spears hardened by fire against the spider's armored body. The creature flinches under the assault, yet its size makes it relentless. It advances, one limb smashing into the earth and scattering the hunters like leaves. Then comes the second conflict. Nature itself intervenes. Dark clouds swallow the sun, and a violent storm crashes upon the forest. Rain lashes down, soaking hair and fur, extinguishing the last burning brands. Thunder cracks like a predator's roar. The giant spider shrieks, half blinded by water, but it does not stop. The clan is trapped between storm and fangs, between drowning skies and crawling death. Panic could tear them apart, but instead, desperation binds them. A mother raises her infant high above the mud, while her mate grips her waist and pushes her forward. Hunters drag the wounded, refusing to abandon kin. This is survival as a single organism, each life bound to the others. The elder seizes the moment. He gestures toward a hollow in the cliffside, revealed by a lightning flash. Shelter. The clan surges toward it, half crawling, half sprinting, mud caking their limbs. The spider pursues, slowed, but not stopped by the downpour. Just as its fangs close upon the stragglers, a bolt of lightning shatters a tree between predator and prey. Fire erupts briefly before rain smothers it, creating a wall of steam. The clan vanishes into the cavern hearts, pounding breaths, ragged but alive. Inside the hollow is dark and echoing, its walls wet with dripping stone. The hunters collapse in exhaustion, clutching their children, their wounds, and one another. The storm outside rages on the spider's silhouette, pacing at the entrance, but unable to breach the sanctuary. For now they are safe. Yet safety here feels less like triumph and more like reprieve. In this world of fangs and venom, survival is never a gift freely given. It is a debt paid daily in courage, blood, and fire. The storm subsides by dawn, leaving the air heavy with steam and the scent of charred wood. Within the cavern, silence stretches like a second skin. The wounded young male lies pale, his body trembling from venom. The elder kneels beside him, grinding bitter herbs into a paste with a flat stone, pressing the mixture into the wound. The clan watches hope fragile as spider silk. Breath by breath, the tremors ease, not gone, but subdued. The knowledge of plants, learned through centuries of trial and error, becomes their only shield against extinction. In these acts of healing, humanity's true weapon is revealed, memory preserved in ritual. But hunger gnaws. The clan cannot remain hidden. At first light, they venture out, mud-caked and hollow-eyed, their spears newly sharpened. The forest is still webs torn by the storm bodies of smaller spiders washed into the river. The giant predator is nowhere in sight. Perhaps drowned, perhaps waiting. Every step is shadowed by that uncertainty. Yet they move for survival, demands forward motion. Near the riverbank, fortune shifts. A young female spots the carcass of an antelope, caught in a collapsed web, half drowned by floodwater. The hunters gather tearing strips of meat, with stone edges, their faces streaked with relief. Mothers chew and soften flesh before placing it in infants' mouths. Around this act of sharing tension dissolves, if only for a heartbeat. Eyes meet, shoulders relax, and the first laughter since the flight emerges, low, fragile, but unmistakably human. It is not victory over the spiders, nor mastery of the storm. It is victory over fear, the binding of wounds into strength. As the sun rises higher, drying the plains, the clan prepares to move again. They shoulder bundles of meat, gather herbs, and lift their children. The elder glances once more at the forest behind them, its trees strung with torn webs, glistening like scars in the morning light. He raises his hand, not in farewell, but in defiance. The spiders will return. The storms will return. Death will return. Yet so will they. The clan steps into the open grassland together. Footprints pressed deep into the wet earth, a fragile species bound by fire, memory, and unity.